Hello there, everyone. How you doing today? Now, I'm sure you're all wondering, why did I have to bring a gun to a storytelling video? Well, it's for self-defense from all the entitled Karens out there. Now, you better deal with it. Remember to like and subscribe, or I might have to turn it on you. Now, we're going into r/trueoffmychest, where people vent about things that they're going through currently. Sometimes they're in the right, sometimes they're in the wrong, and sometimes everyone sucks. If you enjoy, remember to like and subscribe and all that other stuff. And without further ado, let's get started, shall we? My boyfriend decided to unload about how he feels about my weight gain while drunk at a bar with his co-workers. My boyfriend, 30 male, and I, 20 female, have been together for 8 years. This December, I was diagnosed with PCOS 3 years ago after gaining an insane amount of weight in a short time. After stopping birth control, hand in hand, I was diagnosed with depression as well around the same time. He absolutely doesn't believe in eating healthy, or that my condition requires me to eat healthier than him. He says I just need to exercise more and more and more and more. I just run for 2 hours, lift weight for 2 hours, all those drastic exercise things I should do. But eating healthy is BS, so he never fully supported me in anything. The exercises I do are useless, all that stuff. We went out last night and his co-workers were seated at the table right behind us. He knew this and he got drunk real fast. I mentioned what I wanted to eat and he lost it on me, going on for a good 20 minutes about how being fat is my fault and he can't believe I haven't lost the weight yet and he hates the way I look, and he literally just went on and on and on, and then said something in the Lord's name. Then a guy on another table stood up and told him, "Dude, you do not speak like that." And my boyfriend shut up. During this time, I told him to please stop. Everyone is staring. Every time I said that, he got louder and said he doesn't care. He wants me to hear this because of my health. When he was done, he said F this, turned around, and sat next to his co-workers. I was literally too stunned to speak. One of them asked me if I wanted water or should they help get him home. I opted for the latter. When I got home, I just cried, and my boyfriend crashed on the bed. I felt so humiliated and ashamed. I know I'm overweight, and trust me, I hate how I look too now. I'm trying my best to lose it, especially on the days when my depression feels so bad. I walk and run longer miles because I know I'm not going to do anything else. This isn't the first time he's lashed out about this like this too, but this is the first time he's done it in public. He's not a friend, much less a boyfriend. You could lose a significant amount of weight physically and mentally by dumping that dick. This relationship has run its course. I'm really sorry he humiliated you like that. I slept with my half-brother without knowing. So I, 27 female, was going to get married a few days ago, until I got the most shocking news of my life. So I was going to marry Jack, a fake name. We had been together for about 3 to 4 years. Our relationship was perfect. We had a great sex life, and everything was perfect. He treated me well. We rarely fight, so back to the present day. About a month before my wedding, I got a call from Jack's father, and we asked to meet both of us. We all met in a coffee shop in our town, and Jack's father, let's call him Bob, dropped an absolute bomb on us. He told me he was my father. I never met my father before and thought he had died before I was born. But now you're telling me that I've been sleeping with my half-brother and we're gonna get married? I honestly have no words. We called off the wedding for obvious reasons, but Bob knew we were together for years. Why only tell us like a month before our wedding? I'm not really sure how to go about telling my family and friends, so any advice is welcome. I would not believe this for a minute before you talk to your mom. That both your parents supposedly this is for English is hard. Give me a second. I would not believe this for a minute. I'm of the mind that Bob, as you've called him here, is just against your marriage and making up BS to make you call it off. This is too suspicious. I would talk to your mom first and fact check the information that was given to you before calling off such an important event. You know what I'm saying? My ex-husband wants me back to help raise his affair child. We divorced after he got a young woman pregnant. After months of therapy, I moved on. He didn't marry his side piece, although this is what she hoped for. He bought a 3-room apartment for the baby and her, but never really moved in with them. She is from a poor family, with an autistic young brother and partially disabled mother. She took care of both, as father was not in the picture. So she sure hoped that baby trapping a good looking man with money was her ticket to a better life. I talked with a common friend of mine and my ex besides this. She also said that probably her mother was pushing her in a baby trapping him. The details of the disabled family, the family members I found out about recently. The mistress was mean to me and texted me at the time she got pregnant about how she got my husband into having a baby. I'm almost 40, but it still hurt. So their son is 1 now. Her and my ex hate each other and are violent with each other. He hit her with his belt and slapped her. She hit him too and threw things at him. The main problem is that she is leaving the child unattended and even leaving the house to get his attention or make him angry. She's taking depression medication and is quite hysterical and has anger control issues. My ex texted me to meet and talk because he is sorry. Actually, he wanted to take full custody of the child and remarry me so I can raise his son because she is too young and unstable. I told him to fuck off, obviously. I don't regret that I told him to F off. He ruined my life. He was a 40-year-old man who acted like a boy. He hurt me and scarred me for life. Now I date someone and he tried to make me dump the guy so he can have his big happy family. I'm not asking here for any advice as I don't intend to do anything. But morally, I am confused and feel sorry for the child. I just want to let all of it out because I also felt satisfaction that the side chick is not happy either, and he chose an emotionally unstable woman. And well, I feel like a bad person somehow. I think I'll go back to therapy because it's not good to feel happy when someone's in that state of mind, as that woman is. P.S. She is not too young. She was 25 when the baby was born. My girlfriend's old fling hit her up last night. My girlfriend and I were headed home on the train. As we were watching a show on our phone, a Snapchat notification popped up from the guy I had never met. I asked her who it was, and she was like, "That's Ryan, who you know." And she was like, "I thought he had unadded me." I vividly remember when we started dating that she had gotten a new girlfriend, but I'm assuming that it's dead. It's very difficult for me not to wear my emotions on my face. And it was clear as day that I was pretty annoyed. The reason I was annoyed is that we've been together for about 4 years. And the first 1.5 years, she was always up in my butt about these different girls. All of them were for before our relationship, but none of them were girls I fooled around with, unlike this guy. She was on my butt pretty much to the point I had to remove all my female friends from Snapchat and Instagram. The Instagram part really annoyed me because I'm on the app like a single minute a day, and whenever I would be on the app, I would just like my friends' posts. My girlfriend was like, "You like some girl's post. Who is that?" And tell her it's a person I grew up with, and she'd get irritated. Is this fair of me to be upset about this? I wouldn't care about the message, but there's no way I would have ever stayed with somebody who tried to tell me who I can and cannot talk to. Trust your dog. This is a throwaway account. I noticed my dog got very alert whenever my wife got close to our 10-year-old son. A few weeks ago, she wanted to tickle him, and our dog snapped and growled and chased her out of the room. This was suspicious. Our dog adores my wife and is very gentle. Later, I asked my son, "Why do you think insert dog's name did that?" He did not want to answer, but I eventually got out of them that my wife had hit him in a fit of rage and told him not to tell me or she wouldn't love him anymore. That's a bitch move. He's a really, really well-behaved kid. Not that being badly behaved would be an excuse, but the worst thing he's done is throw his dirty socks on the floor and has to be reminded to do his homework. It turned out that she'd hit him once before we ever got a dog, and I never knew. I also found out that emotional abuse happened a few times along the lines of, "I won't love you if you don't fold your laundry." Bitch, fuck! Just writing that makes me hate her so much. She showed her true colors. That witch. I called the police and told them what our son told me. He was so upset that he didn't talk for a few days after he told me what my wife was like. But he nodded yes to the police. She's out of the house and I've filed for divorce and sole custody of our son for his own good. Our son still loves her and wants his mommy. This is really hard on him. I'll likely arrange for supervised visitation based on what my lawyer says is best. But I'm not going to let my little guy grow up around that stuff. Before anyone asks, he is seeing a therapist now to help him process all of this stuff. Good dog. Poor guy was depressed for like a week after I kicked my wife out because she was his favorite person. That's the end of today's video. If you enjoyed, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and all that other wonderful stuff. I will see you all next time. Have a nice day.